Investigators say that 2 seat cushions that washed up on the French shore are likely to have been from the missing plane taking the footballer Emiliano Sala to Cardiff. They've identified an area to search and will begin an underwater survey of the seabed to try to locate the aircraft which disappeared last week. Let's go to our correspondent John Donaldson, who's more for us from the newsroom. John, so they've identified these cushions as coming from the plane.
That's right. This is coming from the Air Accidents Investigation Branch, who say they've been told by French officials that 2 cushions were found. The first was part of a cushion that was found on a beach in Certainville in Normandy. That's about 35 miles to the east of Guernsey. That was found on Monday afternoon. And then a little later that day, a second cushion was found. And the investigation team that say that after an initial investigation, they believe it's likely that these cushions came from that plane. If it's confirmed, that will be the first debris to be found since the plane disappeared with Emiliano Sala and his pilot David Ibbotson 9 days ago.
And John, would that tie in with the search area that when there was a search that they were looking at? There was a 25-mile square area.
Yeah, they've narrowed that down now. So they're now saying that having examined radar and the tide patterns and all the rest of it, that they've narrowed the search area down to 4 square nautical miles. The plane went missing, of course, or went disappeared from radar over Guernsey on the 21st of January. So they're now going to do this underwater search, and they say that a specialist survey vessel has been commissioned from the Ministry of Defence in order to carry out that search. They'd previously given up on the search, but have now said that given that they've got something to go on, they are going to start an underwater search. And interestingly, we've had a tweet this afternoon from David Mearns. Now, he's the man who is in charge of the search which has been initiated by the family, a private search, and he says that his search vessel will be working closely with the ship that has been commissioned by the Air Accidents Investigations Board.
Of course, at the heart of this is the family. They flew over. They've actually been in a plane looking at the search area themselves in recent days, haven't they?
They have, yes, and I think by now they will be having to come to terms with the fact that this is very much a recovery operation rather than a rescue. 9 days missing, terribly cold waters at the moment. Incidentally, the AAIB say that the weather is so bad at the moment in the Channel that any search the underwater search will not be able to begin probably until the end of the week.
John Donaldson, thank you very much with the latest there on the search for the missing footballer and the pilot.